there we go. We are live. Okay, cool. Ah, yeah, luckily that wasn't too big of a gap. Let me... Might as well just get straight into it. Right. Might as well. We've got a lot of gambling to do, and by that, hopefully... But by that I mean hopefully not a lot of gambling. Like, because ideally, we get through Wall easily enough. Don't use too many pulls. Save a good chunk for the Arknights thing coming, like, September, October-ish. It'll all be good, right? It's time for gambling. Gambling time indeed. A little bit of an update, of course, as is normally the case. But that should be fine. Hopefully, everything goes according. But I've got like 300, 400 pulls saved up, so obviously we'll get everything. Hopefully, hopefully I get lucky. I think the only time I haven't needed to, ideality something is Walp 2. No, I don't think I need. No, I didn't need ideality anything for the last one. Did I? Did I? I don't remember. Last Walp, I was like barely conscious because I was super sick during it. Um, I don't remember how that went. I feel like I just did the polls like and then like passed out. We'll see how the luck goes this time though. It can't be worse than Walp 1 when I needed, like 280 or so polls in order to get a single thing. Okay. You gonna finish game? Maybe. Maybe not. Uh it's loading, that's for sure. Well, your luck came back 40 pulls in, you already got everything. That's the dream. No, the E.G.O should be the easy part because there's only one of them. Um, and I've got every other E.G.O, so it shouldn't be that bad. The IDs might be a little hard since it's only a 50% chance you get a rate up one and then another 50% chance you get the one you're still missing if you already have one of them. But IDs are also like double the pull chance of E.G.Os. Thinking about the new IDs, they look cool. I feel like they're definitely a case of I need to see the numbers before I can get a really good sense of what they do. They definitely seem strong though. More charge stuff is nice. Does mean since they introduced charge potency, only half of the charge IDs have had charge potency. Should I just restart the game? I really feel like maybe I should just Alt F4 out. It's been okay. I'm just gonna do it. Pull the band-aid off, right? Very mean. Is there like server issues or something right now, or is it my Wi-Fi? It frankly could be either. It says I'm dropping a few frames. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is dodgy at best as of late. Okay, you just gotta download like one little thing game, okay? Whatever that like tiny little like 0.7 percentage was. Rodiant passive looks funny. Yeah, definitely. I really got to see if it's Resonance or not, but definitely seems like Suncliff Gaming. Even if it is Gloom Resonance for that Suncliff game. What are the Steam charts looking at right now? Steam charts, Limbus Company. What's it saying? It doesn't actually have a good estimate yet. Yeah, because it just ticked over. Okay. We need to wait like an hour for Steam Charts to actually accurate. Are the servers... Okay, there we go. Servers are probably fine then. Finally, that has ticked over. Okay. It's a little quiet. That should be fine. Modularize 300 lunacy, nice. Yeah, I've got a couple pulls worth of lunacy. Should be fine. Oh yeah, right. They're doing a bot gag for Walt 1 and 2, which is sure. Obviously, there's rarely ever reason to pull on it, since you can just shard basically all the Walp stuff easily, especially since, you know, right now you can get all of it for the previous ones. 43k, yeah. And I've got, you know, that's actually... I usually spend all my tickets on random extractions. I don't save them up. Gotta make sure I click on the right one for these. Let's just get into the gambling, shall we? See how lucky I get. Going straight into the lunacy, since I don't have any tickets. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Okay, 2 stars. Could be the wall 2 stars, I guess. Nope. That's, I'd say it's an ill-omen, but it's only 10 pulls. I'm also not gonna, like, drag this out because I don't find that... Oh, there's something. There's 2 things. Hmm? Oh. Your sound keeps cutting out. It looks fine on my side. I think it's a connection issue. Tifereth. Interesting. Is it me? It's probably... It might be, like, on the YouTube side of things. What do we get from this one, though? ID? Dawn. Funny animation. Of course, Queen of Hatred's little interjection into that. Behold, here are chronicled the tales of protectors of love and peace. Verily, they're quite like us magical maidens. Oh, so that's what fixers do, huh? Right. Well, Tiff Announcer is nice. I'm curious about that one. Oh, right, I get Starlight because that's how it works. Definitely cool to get one of the announcers. I'm very curious about how Tiff B is doing. Funny to get a Tiff B, showcase. Okay, 20 pulls and we've got one of the IDs. Good start, good start. Can we keep up the momentum? Walt 2-star. Oh? Walt 3/E.G.O? We got a dupe. We got a dupe Dawn already. Okay, 30 pulls in, we got 2 Dawns and also a Lantern Dawn. Okay. Not really a shocker, but very funny. Nothing. Yep, nothing. At least we can use those Dawn shards to go towards up tying her. Okay. Another Walt 2-star. Walt 2-stars aren't super... I don't think... Because none of the 2-stars actually have raid up. They're the same chances as any other 2-stars. And, you know, there's only 2 of them, so... Getting a lot of Dawn shards today, it seems. Nothing? Nothing, okay. So, 60 pulls in, gotten 2 Dawns, and we've gotten the Tifereth Announcer. Could be worse. We've got one thing at least. As long as we get either the E.G.O or the other 3-star, we're guaranteed to get everything done in 200. So I guess that is the hope. Okay, there's something. What is this? E.G.O, cool. Arcana Slave indeed. And there it is, we've gotten everything for Dawn already, so now we just need Knighted Despair Rodion. Arcana Slave. Anything else hidden away in this? No, okay. Well, now I guess good thing about that is now we have every single ego out of the poll, so the 3-star odds goes up like a teeny tiny bit, right? Is it down here? Or is it? Was it at the top? No egos remaining? Yeah. It goes from a... Yeah, it goes from a 2.9% chance to a 3% chance to get a 3-star, since we had gotten every single ego out of the poll, so, that's nice. It's something. Just gotta get Rodion now. Oh, immediately something. Okay, it's very last thing. Honglu. The odds of getting the odds of getting a Walp 3-star that isn't the big one is super rare because it's about the odds of getting like any other 3-star. None of the other Walp 3-stars have any sort of rated up to any degree, so okay, sure thing. There's our Honglu shards. It'll be nice for when we get the big Honglu seasonal eventually, I guess. That'll probably be in like a month or so. Oh, and a normal 3-star too. Who is this? It's another Dawn. Okay. We've gotten a total of 3 Dawn IDs and a Dawn Ego so far, on top of quite a few Dawn 2-stars, and there's a normal Dawn. It's Dawn Day. Poor Rodion isn't allowed to get anything, huh? Nothing? Nothing. Okay, how many polls are we at now? 110. Okay, so a little over halfway there to ideality. We do 90 more polls, we get Rodion. Might end up doing 90 more polls if we... I think if we go over, like, 150, I might send it all the way just so I can get one of the funny announcers. Do I go for Queen 8? I might. Because, like, which announcers am I missing? I'm missing, like, Molar and Dawn, right? I have Dawn? Oh, I have Dawn. No, I'm missing... Oh, Full Stop. Full Stop and Molar is what I'm missing. Yeah. Also the weird ones that I don't think I'll have a particularly high chance of getting. So maybe I'll go for that, but only if we, like, get close enough anyways, right? By the rate things are currently looking at... Oh, something? Several hidden somethings? And it's another Dawn. Okay. Also, Sinclair. Thank you, Sinclair. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. Okay. Let's see, this is what, is this gonna be 150? I don't like mentally like add it up like whatsoever in my head. Is it nothing? It's gonna secretly reveal something? No. Okay. We're at 150 now, yeah. 50 more pulls then. I've got enough lunacy to be able to do it, right? And still have a good chunk left to stockpile up for, Oh, there is either Honglu or Dawn. Is it gonna be another Dawn, or is this gonna be our first Honglu? It's first to Honglu. I guess I should say that, because we have gotten several... We have already gotten a Walp Honglu. 170. Oh, here's something. What is it? There it is, cool.
내게 남은 건 너를 처음으로 담당했다는 볼품없는 긍지밖에 없는데 결국 선택받는 건 그쪽이야?
All I had left was the hollow, weathered pride that I was the first one to manage you, and you'd rather choose that kid? Nice. Okay, cool, we've gotten everything. And like, what, 170 pulls? And we did get a lot of dupes, so that's nice. I forgot to do my daily. I probably should have done that. Hark dawn upon you. Let's see. Do I go to 200? It'd be like 30 more polls. Honestly, I might just use dailies to get like most of the way there, right? Use dailies to get like the rest of the way there, grab like a magical deliver and that thing. I won't worry too much about it. We've gotten some good stuff already. Including many Dawns. And a Loe Honglu and a Blade Lineage Sinclair. Trust me, and they'll never be blank for me. I shall make this oath to the blank. In the name of blank and justice, here comes Magical Maiden. Love, betrayal, light. What's funny? In the name of Dullahan and justice, here cometh the magical maiden. There we go, peek. Okay, cool. Well, we've got some stuff to pull out. We've got you, we've got Second Vav, and we've got you. Cool. We level them both up to max. Should have enough to get them both to max, right? Oh yes, easily. Very easily. Cool. Might as well do that first. Gaming. Okay. E.G.O or Lop Group headquarters, I assume it's the same for both of them, because there's nothing else that really makes sense. Yeah. We've got some upside stories to get through, don't we? Hark, one and all, seize thy panicking frame here, cast upon me any task thou seekest fit, unrelated containment, breach, suppression, containment, unit management, insane employee, and suppress. Yeah. I had a feeling I wouldn't be able to read that all in time. It was more of the same, I guess. Whatever. Whatever, 'tis how it be. Tis day 26! Okay. So this means we're gonna get like a second like gimmick Twitter account that's gonna be Tis Day 26 to follow up the Tis Day 15 one. Is the same dawn? I'm curious. Also, day 26, so that means like they unlock the lower levels of or not lower levels. They unlocked. Day 26 means they. Yeah, it means they had to either unlock disciplinary or welfare now, right? Since that's when you're made to do such a thing. Yeah, 26 is when you get to choose. So disciplinary should have just opened up. What a merry, fantastic day it was once again! For today was the day upon which I was availed a chance to, with our dearest fellow magical maiden, explore the tales of victors of the northern regions, whose conveyance of justice was most valiant. Oh, how tedious it must all have been for the maiden to be incarcerated in such a barren, claustrophobic chamber, bereft even of morsel stimulation. Few deserve to breathe the free air, fighting evil by moonlight. Very, similar to your own backstory, isn't it, huh? Trapped away in the, what is it, windmill? Or lighthouse. Lighthouse, I'm trying to say. Like, the lighthouse that she was trapped away in for who knows how long. Yeah, a bunch of funny figures in the background, too. You can see a DHA guy, you can see a Deviate guy, you can see Mirane of the Han Association. Isn't that a sink? They've got a bamboo hat? Huh? It looks Sank, but, like, they've got, like, a bamboo hat type thing on. Maybe it's something different. I can't even take a... Oh, that's Svi West, isn't it? Yeah, that's almost certainly Svi West. Because you can see they're wearing big, bulky armor. Or maybe something else, West, right? It looks very Sanky sword, but I'm not sure what's going on with that hat. Maybe higher level, Huh. It doesn't make sense, because Sank East is all about, like, using their fists. I don't know. Nay, nay, one must always remain wary of the truth that she is but an abnormality, not to mention that I, as a captain, must set a proper example for the other employees. Oh, she's full on the captain. I didn't even look at her armband. That's funny. I must best categorize this under the label of attachment work. But of course, all of mine efforts, preparing various props that align with the Admiral's preferences, conversing for long hours with her, were all but honest to prevent Admiral 00104's cliff-off counter from decreasing. It must be emphasized that any suggestions or allegations that I did all this for the sake of mine entertainment, or that I voluntarily stayed past work hours just to obtain her E.G.O gift. Fair enough, 2% chance from Vav, so you gotta grind a little bit. Are most preposterous accusations, which I do protest with vehemence. Not done yet. It hasn't been doubled, because once you do being a research thingy that doubles it, it bumps it up to 4%, but definitely hasn't done that. Unless this is like a repeat cycle and everything's unlocked, but I doubt it would be like that. I guess we don't know. Could be whatever. This is quite bizarre, that my handwriting hath become so squiggly and anxious. Before I am to proceed, some deep breaths. Deep breaths. Thus, I shall heretofore transcribe the lore of this arcana, she explained to me. From what I hear, she is one of the veritable magical girls who are destined to battle villains. Indeed, she is. A great will, in need of observers of justice, stand tall before the overwhelmingly powerful might of villains, be it minor or major arcana, hath chosen them and transformed them into magical girls. As arcana itself is but a neutral force of magic, it can be possessed and molded by both good and evil. Only those who are free from the corrupting allures of its power, only those with a steadfast vision for justice, may be hailed magical girls. She claimed to have other senpai, meaning that she is the least experienced or perhaps the youngest out of all of them, and had explained that at one moment she simply found herself arising in this facility. As I was the one to enter her chamber in the moment of her awakening, she mistook me to be an agent of the Arcana. She was quite hostile to me then. 'Twas quite troublesome to resolve that misunderstanding. This had to have only been a couple of days ago, right? If she is in Central Command, then she had to have been day 21 onwards. Can you get VOVs day 21? I'm almost certain you can. Yeah, day 21, day 22. Seems about right. So, like, you've known her for 5 days maximum, Dawn. Magical girls, the Arcana. Much did she befuddle me with words I found so peculiar and unfamiliar, until I espied a common theme. All the stories she shared were none too dissimilar from the thick tales of the fixers of the city. With all my employment here at Lobotomy Corporation, I was behooved to relinquish this old dream of mine of becoming a fixer. If only I could dream again, by donning the identity of a magical maiden of justice! Ah, what joy that would indeed be! I inquired with haste, "Prithee, how doth one become subject to this choosing?" A great tragedy as was, for she explained that she knew not why she had been chosen, or how one goes about becoming a chosen one. Yet I came to a revelation upon observing the E.G.O gear extracted from her. Were I to be equipped with the staff and outfit, the very essences of love and justice, I may be a magical maiden of justice just as well. She could not find it within herself to believe it at first. Outfit is hardly what maketh a magical girl, she vociferated. Yet she soon came to see eye to eye. Mine most honored-hearted thirst toward justice, this burning, righteous wrath against evil. Moreover, when she witnessed my battle against breach abnormals, when she came out to assist our suppression efforts, verily 'twas the moment of revelation for her as well, that I am, forsooth, a veritable and excellent magical maiden justice herself. We are now together protectors of justice of this company. Though the Sephiroth always diminish us, admonishing us as more trouble than help, though other colleagues, who have experienced loss at the hands of the Admirals, may impart resentful sentiments against us. I know this to be the truth. That true magical girls are stubborn struggles, survivors weathering whatever terrible adversity that cometh their way. 'Tis no wild, naive ramblings of a dream-consumed one. Yeah? Is that so? Ever since my transfer to the Central Command team to manage this magical maiden, I have persevered and conducted repeated attachment work on her, and that hath lifted me to the position of a captain. And as a manager squire hath found this development, the lower containment breach rate for the magical maid, 00104, most satisfying. Both Tiferet, sir and lady, have both spoken thusly indeed. Heh. Oh? Perplexing. Is that supposed to imply that she used to breach containment? Yet, in my recollections, I was her one and only manager ever since she was first contained in the Central Command. Okay, yeah. Obviously it was a decent bit of loops through in, but I guess from the gameplay perspective, too. Stuff is known, yet I have no memory of her breaching containment. Well, nothing to concern myself with. Truthfully, I am quite bubbling with excitement for what tomorrow holds, and it shan't be peace that awaits me. Nay, it shan't be, for that is a detriment to the worth of mine existence. Is it? How strange. 'Tis almost as if her sentiments are rubbing off on me. For the existence of peace hath no business with my usefulness. This must be fatigue speaking. I must also visit this welfare where it has opened it. Wait, they're going welfare first. Oh! That is very unique. Because obviously, in LobCorp, on day 26, you get to choose whether or not you open welfare or disciplinary. But disciplinary is the one that like is like the quote-unquote correct order, right? That's the order they take in Ruina, and it's also the order of the actual Sephiroth themselves, in the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. Very interesting indeed. In today's management session, you can there's a strange stir in the air. Perchance one of our losers senpai is the right here's abnormality. I must go meet the employee responsible for management post-haste. Yeah. Rodion is, welfare, right. Well, but shall anticipation for what tomorrow holds. Thus doth my daily journaling come to an end. Is Rodion's gonna pick up on day 27 or something then? Perchance? And if I pull this up, it's gonna be... No, it's the same mirror world. Okay. That is very cool to see. So it is the same Don Quixote, undeniably. Just has progressed, like, day 21 or so. She has moved to Central Command. She befriended Queen of Hatred. Got a lot of Dawn shards right now. Okay, this is very interesting indeed. Okay, let's take a look at her right now, because, okay, so skill 1 consumes love-hate. Yeah, this is just normal charge, no potency, but normal charge count. So the skill 1 consumes. What does she gain for consuming it, though? She gains 6 back. So it's like net neutral when you... So yeah, skill 1's net neutral. Interesting. I should look at the past this first, yeah. Gain 1 love-hate every time the unit consumes 10 cumulative love-hate count in this encounter. Wait, it does have potency. Oh. Oh, it does have potency. Okay. I assumed it didn't because of how it was worded, but no, it does have potency. So yeah, she wants to build it up. It's got the normal, like, potency gimmick where it increases by 1 for every 10 count spent. It does not have Hysteria, gain Hysteria. Base 0, max 3, at 0 high sanity, lose 1 stack, at less than gain 1 stack. Okay. More turns she's low sanity at a row, she gains more and more Hysteria. And she just starts out with 1 of it. Positive, hero, magical girl, negative, get transformers. Use minus coins. Use plus coins, base attacks do more damage. Unit's SP cannot drop below 40 due to the SP loss from his unit's base attack skills. Only base attack skills, though. It's not like... I know Rodion's got a little thing saying, like, it's a bunch of different things, but it's only thanks to base attack skills for this one. 4 envy res do more damage for every love-hate, for every potency. Combat Start gain 1 magical arcana, just do more damage based on the amount of stacks. Oh, it doesn't go away. So the more turns you get envy resonance in a row, the more benefit you get from this. Okay. At 3 stack and with negative 20 for higher speed, change the speed to negative 25. Okay. So if you get 3 NV4 reses in a row, she'll full on, like, magical arcana will go negative. Does it go down then, though? Does it... On one of her skills might spend magical arcana. I'll be paying out for that. 3 res for this one, yeah. It just makes sense. With these charges, they gain more charge counted in per turn. It's good, yeah. High SP heal, low SP heal more? Oh, at positive SP heal HP, at negative SP heal SP. Okay. Simple enough stuff. Yeah, skill 1 seems simple enough. It's a thing they do a lot of recent charge stuff where the skill 1 spends a little bit of charge just to get the potency up a little faster. Ram for steer and self. More damage for love hate on self. Consumes 6 and then gains 9. Oh yeah, Mark of Villainy Infliction. Yeah, she's got some rupture potency, but it's so comically little for both the rupture and sinking that, like, it doesn't really mean anything. It's similar to, like, I mean, how rupture is on a lot of other charge IDs, like Warped On and stuff. It's really just flavoring more so than to actually build onto it. Alright. Mark of Villainy. More damage from Don Quixote. Okay. This is like a sewing mark level status effect. Sure thing. Maybe. I think skill 3 gets more benefits, so I shouldn't say that. At 3 hysteria, gain 1 attack weight. Okay. Do more damage. Oh, deal less damage against sub-targets. Okay. Consume loss. Yeah, seems similar enough. Revealing its main target. And then Arcana Beat / Minor Arcana Slave. Don't know why they gave it 2 names, but I guess they couldn't decide which one to commit to, since it's not like it changes or anything. Do more damage. After check, gain 1 Magical Arcana. Okay, so this will also stack up her Magical Arcana, bringing her to the negative sandy thing a little faster by using it a bunch. Adds 3+ potency, deal more damage based on potency. Yeah. More base power too. Consume count to gain coin power. Up to 20. Okay. Gain 6 count after that effect. And yeah, normal up attack otherwise. It's a 5+4. It gets some big coin power. Base power. Yeah. Simple enough. And then the negative version, 20 -6. Clash power +1 for every stack consumed. Okay, yeah, this consumes all Hysteria. And consumes all Magical Arcana and self gain attack weight for every stack consumed. So up to 4 attack weight. Oh, up to 5 attack weight, actually, because that gains more of this. Let's go in a single target. Single part, deal even more damage. Base power -6 for every cracked coin. Okay. So it's... you can't abuse that part too much. If you isn't a negative 40 SP and less than 0 SP, heal 10 SP, heal SP more 0. Okay, similar bit to, like... Lament Despair bit from Wild Hunt. Okay. And then just simple enough 2+10 power guard. Gain 4 love hit count 2 times per turn. Okay, that's nice. Alright. And the E.G.O too, because that's also very relevant, that's for sure. A lot of stuff to go over here, but they're fairly in-depth ideas. Mainly just because they've got so much text you've got to scroll through to figure out what's actually going on. And yeah, all those Dawn shards, all those Dawn dupes we got really added up. The several Magical Girl Dawn dupes we got, and also the Manager Dawn that was also there for the bit. 5 attack weight, 16+5. Pretty good for a 2-coiner. But still not super crazy. It's a little pricey. It's a fob. It makes sense. 30 SP cost. Oh, an upfront SP cost 1. Apply Magical Growth Chant to rain other allies. Attack power up and damage up. Gain or consume charge count skills. Gain final power and do more damage. Reduced by 1 turn end. Okay. At here comes Magical Girl. Okay, so in positive mode, she gives 2 of it to other allies. So that's for this turn and the other one. And then weakness E.G.O 1 clash. Yeah. Makes sense. It's unbreakable coins though. It's actually... does it lose power if it cracks? No, okay, it's a 16 2-coiner with unbreakables though. With 5 targets, like... yeah, you lose clashes and you can do a lot of damage with this, right? I don't see anything wrong with that. Like +1 rupture kit. Like charge -1 this doesn't do anything. Whatever. Gain 2 charge, get 10 per turn. Uh-oh. Yeah, she can just get 10 charge immediately with this, huh? If it hits 5 targets. Yeah, makes sense. Gain 1 magical... oh, gains a magical arcana if she's using correct ideas, so she just gets another stack up towards... so if you probably get to, like, magical arcana to max, like, turn 3 or so, then, right? Because, like, turn 1, you, like, pop this, you get the envy res, you get 2, then just pop another envy res turn afterwards, you can get the 3rd one, then she'll start going crazy turn 3. And this gives... you gain 1 additional skill 3 use. I'm curious how this works. Like, is it a 7th skill in her skill bag? I'd assume so. If so, very strong. We haven't gotten any, like, skill bag messing with stuff before. Seems cool. Gain 1 charge every time you consume 10 continuous charge count. On top of what she otherwise gets, okay. Oh, never mind, it doesn't stack. Base attack skills that consume charge can't do more damage or recharge potency on self. Alright. I don't know why they don't just make this like a base effective charge, right? I feel like they should have done that, or made it get so like there's a certain special type of charge. It's like called like, oh yeah, like charge buildup or something, some random name. Probably something better than that. Corrosion 31 - 12. There's no way this doesn't lose. Oh yeah, okay. Like, this one doesn't lose anything. Yeah. Okay. Base power minus 12 for every crack coin, max minus 24. Yeah. So it can't be stupid insane. Gain charge, potency, attack weight. This is a 10 attack weight. Corrosion. That's really bad. That's a team killer, that's for sure. Gain charge plus 1 attack weight instead. Still the same max, though. Still charge can do more damage. Jason charge can main target with mark ability do more damage. Units Siri do more damage. A lot of damage. This is a scary ego. You got to be really careful about this because, like, ideally you want to be negative in order to get a lot of benefits for this one and to roll well on it. But if you do that, you're probably going to corrode and kill all your allies, right? Which is not great. Gain 1 hysteria. Okay. Gain 2 charge count. 14 per turn. Okay, that's if you hit 7 targets. Like 1 sinking. If, like, yeah, it's that same bit. Mark ability, it's the main target. Yeah, okay. That's a little crazy. That Awakening, like, can do some real solid damage for a class lose. That's Prisoner 16, 17. Well, now time to take a look at the other ID. I'm going to fight back with those tears in the constellation to be extracted from you. It doesn't matter if I was your chosen one or not. I have to carry out the manager's orders. Tragic. She didn't get the blessing. She got a neutral work result and didn't get it. Unfortunate. Click-clack. The child's footsteps alone exude a crushing sense of melancholy. Every step insidiously seems to convey these distressing thoughts and palpable dissatisfaction to the very hallways of the welfare team. The sensation becomes even more blatant, more invasive when she passes the once familiar and frequented containment unit. Why wasn't I chosen? Why didn't you choose me? Conveys this resentful heart. Hey, Miss Rodion, another busy day, huh? Tactless employee. Miss Rodion? Hey, sorry, I was, thinking about something. Are you sure you're okay? I heard you've been pulling a lot of all-nighters lately. I guess I really do look that tired, huh? Yeah, the manager's been assigning me to so many containment units recently. Oh man, maybe you should talk to Mr. Chisette about this. I mean, it kinda doesn't make sense for them to be so neglectful of a welfare team employee's welfare, right? Even the staff have to answer to someone, you know. It's entirely up to the manager to decide which abnormality we get to work on. That's true. Also, it seems like she's just an agent and that guy's probably the captain, right? Oh, that's Wolf, isn't it? That's Big and Big and Will Be Bad Wolf's ego suit, huh? That's funny. Yeah, that's probably next LobCorp. Well, unless they go the direction of giving us like the other magical girls for next Walp, but I don't know. They might skip a Walp or something to do like they skip a Walp, do like a Little Red and Big and Will Be Bad Walp, and then afterwards, like the Walp that'll be effective like a year from now will be like the second half magical girls. Can we the 2 times speed? Oh yeah, it's a long ego animation. You must watch Peak. I've got the opposite problem. I keep getting assigned to the same really over and over again. And it wasn't even that interesting. Most times she didn't say anything or just whines and moans. I'm usually the one who has to talk. Doesn't say anything, whines and moans. What's an abnormality that makes noises but doesn't talk, but you need to talk to? Like, does old lady not talk? It could be something random like that. When she just says something, it never made any sense, you know, saying stuff like she used to be, a knight. Oh, you are just talking about... That is fair. She can't talk normally. Huh. Oh, yeah, right. Are you headed to manage 00173 again? No. There's never gave me something. I don't know. The manager's not been assigning me any management tasks. Tactless employee got the blessing. I'm not complaining since I've been really tired as of late, but I just hope I'm not getting intentionally excluded from work. Want to swap schedules with me, then? Oh, I can't possibly. You're the team's model employee, Mr. Rodion. Couldn't even dream of surviving your packed schedule. I'm just not good enough for that. Oh, sorry. I'd love to sit here and talk, but I really gotta get going now, so... Yeah, then go. Good luck with your day, too. Tactless indeed. She stares blankly in the employee's general direction as he slowly walks away. She wasn't looking at the employee. It's that floating thing above his head. Yeah, they can see it. Okay. A sigil, a gift from an abnormality. It's the blessing. The blessing of a proud knight bestowed upon those she promises to protect. Blessing can provide highly effective protection for the employee in battles against abnormalities or ordeals, but Those are insignificant details for the child. All that matters is that she wasn't chosen. What's so better about him than her anyway? What did he do better than her to deserve this? Her mind, captured by a sense of inferiority, spirals endlessly with question after question of this nature. So she glares at him like she's trying to bore a hole into him. The child was transferred from a different team to the welfare team when it first opened. The reasoning behind the manager's decision was clear. A new evolved risk-level abnormality had appeared, the Night of Despair. To manage E.G.O. an employee's sufficient competency was needed. And she was indeed quite competent. It had been a while since her employment began, and the sheer value, the fact that she was still alive was proof enough of her value. Thus, she became the first employee to manage E.G.O. There were positives to the decision to pair them together. The abnormality's E.G.O. gear was quite good, and it was a rather easy abnormality for the child to handle. However, the downside was that the reason this child found it easy to handle this particularly reticent to humanoid abnormality E.G.O. was that she felt free to share all of her thoughts with it. And that led to her developing this idea that they were kindred souls, that they were friends. Is an attachment like the right thing to do for Night of Despair? Or is it? Let me pull it up, actually. It's always nice to, like, pull up, various... I need to do the Night of Despair. I saw something recently about how someone's going to try transferring the LobCorp wiki away from fandom and onto wiki.gg, and I look forward to that very. Let's see. Yeah, attachment is the best. So it should... That's what it seems like she's doing, right? Trying to tell, like, her... Talking all her troubles about it, but despite it being the best work type, it just isn't enough, huh? Imagine being heard, deprived of the blessing, that very token of that friendship. Imagine watching that very token being given to someone else entirely. Yeah, first employee to get a good work result gets the blessing. Simple enough, but as much as Rodion tries, she just couldn't get a good work result. Is there attachment? Is her temperance stat supposed to be, like, low effectively then, giving her worse, like, success chance? Even though she tries to do it a lot? That could make sense. Maybe she simply spent too much time in that E.G.O. gear, enough to have her senses corroded by that cold, depressing sensation. That would have been better than whatever this was. Because a child would never have to have felt this sense of betrayal toward that abnormality. The manner of decision, however, was quite precisely made. The child, who is quite exceptional, did not need the blessing. It was better given to a still fledgling employee to improve his chance of survival early on in his career. I guess that makes sense, but, like... from a gameplay perspective, that is definitely the worst way to use the blessing. Right? Like, looking at it from not a lore reason, I'm purely gameplay-wise, you want to give the blessing to the strong employee, because the fledgling needs to work on abnormalities to train its stats, right? You don't gain stats from combat. I feel like it's just kind of better to do it that way, right? You have the one employee where you just throw a Heart of Aspiration onto them, you give them the blessing, and then their entire purpose is just to kill ordeals. But here it's being given to the fledgling employee to improve his chance of survival, which is why you constantly assign the child to different abnormalities to prevent her from gaining the blessing. He already knows everything there is to know about this abnormality, even before he assigns it to a containment unit. Well, let's continue on. That detail's not much importance anyway. Okay, Carmen moment. And there's no way for the manager to explain his thought process to the child. The other employee, much less competent... I hit auto, I see. That makes sense. The employee, much less competent than the child, ended up a cold, dead corpse in the merciless condition of the company. Been a while. And when Avenue escaped, the hollow prayer that she sought to protect someone broken, encountered an employee with an icy glare. No, her old friend. You become so twisted you can't even return my greeting. Yeah, definitely a scary abnormality to breach because it's one of the few abnos that deals pale damage. Or that boring, old, useless stuff like they were failing to protect the kid, isn't it? That's just what you are. What you do, after all. Doesn't... Yeah, Sword Sergeant Tears is one of the very few suits that actually resist pale. For Evolve, especially. Like, you don't see a lot of Evolves. You don't see anything lower than Evolve from pale resistance, like, basically ever. Is it like 0.8 to pale for Evolve is pretty nice, since basically everything's weak to it. So why didn't you just choose me? I wouldn't have gone out like that, kid. Not that pointlessly, anyway. A wailing cry of tears across the very space itself. A reply or an expression of wrath stung by her words? The floating blades soon gather around her. Gonna skewer me with their sharpened swords, huh? Fine. The child raises her own blade in preparation. The same blade as the one floating above the abnormality. Still hurts me deep inside that you did not choose me. But I realize that I can't mope around forever. I'm busy as hell, got plenty of employees I've got to protect. Whole bunch of rookies just got hired, you know? The upper layers doing even worse. Miss Malcolm is finally about to snap from the crushing workload, apparently. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because this is around the point in the game where you can actually do that. I think, is it day 26 or later? Day 27 or later? Because you can't do it on memory repository days, right? I'm pretty sure day 27 is the first day you can do core suppression. So this means next Walp might have some core suppression antics going on. So I've got to get up there and help him out. I don't have any more time to waste messing around with you. The child bites her lower lip, determined, and assumes a fighting stance. Sure, I don't even have a smidge of pride left, but that doesn't stop the burden on my shoulders from growing, does it? So, I'm gonna live up to that responsibility at least. Let's go home, 00173. The child will probably survive this suppression effort. She'll succeed at it too. But her suffering will continue and the sense of gloom will eat her alive. Her unusually high level attunement with the E.G.O gear makes her stronger but allows for deeper corrosion. And the longer she wears it, the more resonant the Admiral's voice shall become in her head, torturing her. It is inevitable. Even still, she will work herself to the bone and fight on to take responsibility for the tasks that are given to her. Because that, in her mind, is the only way for her to be chosen if such a thing ever happens. Fitting, isn't she? Her distorted thoughts, they fit this cold, cold corporation so well. Yeah. The whole her not getting the blessing thing, it's a very heavy-fisted, metaphor, but it works very, very well. That's for sure. Okay. Let's see how you go. Yeah, okay, Game Blessing. Which just means Game Protecting Server 8 SP, Clash Ends, Inflict Sinking. And what is it you like? Unaffected. Okay, yeah, so you don't have potency. That's your thing. You've got count but no potency, yeah. So, Piercing Sword. So, positive SP, you gain up to 5 protecting swords each turn. You inflict some... You're potency inflicting, right? And then when you go negative Sandy, you get count infliction. Yeah, up to 5, yeah. Yeah, count inflictions focus. And you get the negative coins. Does not drop below 40 from base skills, support passives, tier sharpened, SP, specs. Oh, right. Before I go on, I want to take a look. Unique sanity tab. Losing a clash, yeah. 0 or higher increase after winning a clash based on the clash count. Okay. So only a positive. This stuff is normal, though. Decrease after losing a clash based on clash count. Yeah, okay. You'll probably unique sanity tab stuff too, right? Yeah, you've got a clash lose condition bit. Yeah, okay. Base value of 5 too. Okay, back to your passives though. I got distracted for a second. An encounter area brings to negative 45, maintain at negative 44 for the turn once per encounter. Yeah, she's got SP on Relenting, which is funny. Not about SP change, SP consumed as like E.G.O skills. Yeah. So, Piercing Sword. She consumes it to inflict sinking. Protecting Sword. She gains protection and aggro Protecting Sword. And she gains negative aggro, which is very weird. And offense level based on Piercing Sword. Consume 1 piercing form to sinking with every attack for the base skill. If you've got 2+ before this turn's final base attack skill, final coin hits, consume all of it to inflict a sinking potency. Okay. 3 tier sharpened. Did she get that from her skill 3, I assume? I assume so. Porting enemy, consume all tier sharpened, like sinking count, deal 50% more damage with that coin. Reset to 0 SP if the unit is less than 0 SP, then heal 30 SP. Okay. When in blessing state, take less damage and gain protection. When in despair state, deal more damage based on how low your SP is and gain damage and power. Okay. Okay, her support passive is Gloom owned though. Consort applies at the earliest deployment order. Low SP, final power to minus screen skills, even lower SP, more damage and more power. Okay. That is very funny potentially. It's not like stupid insane, but like obviously it's really nice for like Suncliff. It applies to either the earliest deployment order, so instead of being like lowest SP, which would have been more convenient, you gotta actually have them deployed first. Let's see. Let me look at your skill tree first. Do you gain tier sharpened from this? Nope. Is it from this? Is it here? No. Where's tier sharpened from? Let's tier sharpened. Use. Okay. So it's the power guard. I see. Legendary tier sharpened, lose 15 to gain 1 tier sharpened once per turn. And same on the power counter. Okay. I see. Yeah, okay. Skill 1, gain 2 deep tiers, gain additional for protecting sword. Gain additional piercing sword. Okay, simple enough. Skill 1. Flash power up. 3 sinking, 2 sinking count, or 5 sinking and 2 sinking count on the conversion. So there's sinking count neutrally. More up to 5 equal to protecting sword. Nice. Yeah, you can get a lot from that. 16 minus 4 on a skill too. Ooh. Plus 1 for everything on the target. Ooh. This is like up to a 19 minus 4 then. Jeez. A 19 minus 4 with 3 coins. Like, that is very nice. You obviously need to do a little antics to get her SP low, but it'll happen eventually, right? Let's see, consume up to 20. Do more damage, we start face on it. Target speed to regain half a deep tier is consumed by the skill. Okay, that bit. This is a bit that, like, do we have this bit? Does Molar Faust have this bit? Or not Molar Faust, what am I saying? A multi-crack Faust has it to some degree, I think, right? Something like that. You steel sharpened, deal more damage. Singular protecting sword, yeah. But of course, the negative version, lose 15 SP. Consume 20 deep tiers. Takes speed regain half a deep tiers. Save a skill. Yeah. Reuse coins, so it becomes a 20 minus 5 with 4 coins effectively if you have the tier sharpened from this. Which is simple, suffice to say, pretty nice. That's for sure. And it's also 5 sinking. Oh, that's once per skill, actually. I was going to say you get to reuse the sinking points in the infliction. Nope. It's count neutral. That's nice. Okay. Very funny stuff. It's taken us like an hour to get through all of that sort of stuff. There's a lot to read with these guys. And I haven't even touched the actual thingy yet. Oh, that's a funny looking thing. I'm not too concerned about this. Use Arcana Slave to suppress the night through the Weather Night effect. Assume that's gonna be the gimmick. I assume it doesn't mean like the Arcana Slave like attack. We'll go through this, right? I won't worry too much about See, I've got my team set up. Oh, we only get 6. We don't even get any backup stuff for this one. Ooh, okay. Well, I've got my team pre-prepped here. The basic gimmick being I grabbed all the sinking charge people for that bit, and I've got Linton Gregor and Multicrack Heath because they can do some funny charge support things. You with ADD, you with your photoelectricity. I think it'll be funny. And I know Dawn gets double slotted right for this. That's what it looked like in the trailer. Oh, continuing with the story. How's the taste? So they brewed it with the tea leaves Zichun gave us. It's called Bai Hao Yinzhan or something, I think. It's a nice cup of tea that goes down easily. Not as good as Ziren's, though. Yeah? Cool wind of Daguanyuan blows under this pavilion. Oh. Thank you for the $10 donation, Tony the Horse. New ID is bad? Ooh. Interesting to hear about. Yeah, I got both anything for Dawn Office. That's interesting to hear about. It didn't seem like particularly bad. It seems like she might be weird to manage, but like that seems to be expected. Curious to see what's so polarizing about her. Have they posted any like announcement-y type things yet? They have. What did they say? Oh, I see. Limbus has hit an all-time new peak player count. 113,000 people on Steam right now. Jeez. That is, suffice to say, a lot of people. So they just buffer the second center too. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Good thing I had Rodian in that slot. Now that we've survived another huge incident, I was planning to hold some consultation sessions with the like I always do, but I wasn't sure when Mephistopheles was coming back, so I decided to conduct them outdoors. Well, a change of scenery can be nice from time to time. As much as I'd love to be a part of that discussion, this thing didn't come with a mouth. Aw, they can't drink tea. How sad. Ah, that must be a sore spot, Dante. You expressed that feeling before, remember? Whenever we were snacking together, you'd say things like that. You gave up the complimentary food from the warp train to Rogia, too, and, you must have been curious of its taste back then. Well, you know, it's not all that bad. I think I'd feel regret and sadness. It's kind of tragic, almost. After the Honglu severed the cycle that bound the hierarchs of Daguanyuan and sealed the genre in their temple, he's been making a lot of expressions that I hadn't seen before. Moreover, lately, I've been getting the impression that he's actively been trying to express his feelings and thoughts, even for things his past self would have simply accepted as is. Like an old dam breaking, its fresh spring water surging to freedom. I can't give you a mouth, but you can trust me to give you a very detailed explanation of flavors, so feel free to ask me anytime. Yeah, thanks. And honestly, I think it's a good thing. Especially because, more so than anything, I could sense that Honglu was gently enjoying these moments. I think I can safely mark him down to experiencing very positive changes in my consultation notes. Though I'm not sure if any of that will get through to you, given that you probably don't even remember the taste of food anyway. Let me change that on to start it on the path to achieving some very positive changes. Excuse me, manager. That's when Sinclair suddenly rushed up to us in the pavilion. What's going on? I know you're in the middle of a consultation, but there's this huge, big as a house truck by the entrance that's... The point is, I think you might have to come to see this. Have they, like, wheeled Mephistopheles in on a truck just for Walpurgis? Oi, Clockhead. Oh, that's the, that's one of, like, the warp truck thingies that brought us to the LCE facility, isn't it? Is that... Truck was indeed massive. It certainly did live up to the fuss Sinclair kicked up, but... Yeah, ain't that something, It didn't seem to me the others in are all that concerned about it. Is everything okay here? Hope not another attack on Daguanyuan. They wouldn't. They wouldn't attack Daguanyuan right now. Huh? Nah, it ain't. Well, we did suspect that at first, but it's alright. It's got the Limbus company logo on the back right there. It's super low quality, but I can still make it out. Because no one on the bus knows how to observe. It's all about the details, get it? You saw the logo? Look, it's right there, the company logo. Thank you, Ishmael. Always the voice of reason. Where? Seriously? It's right there, in that corner over there. Ishmael pointed at something on the vehicle, irritation clear in her voice. She stared really hard at whatever she was pointing at. I managed to find Limbus Company's logo painted on the bus. There it is. It was the size of a palm. They were this close to chopping the truck into a million pieces when I pointed that out. Why would you chop a truck into a million pieces? Like, okay. Incredible job, thank you, Ishmael. Gotta say, impressive you should make out what that is. Doesn't look like anything other than a smudge to me. I guess eyesight's really the first thing that goes with age. I mean, it's kind of their fault for making it so small and inconspicuous, you know? That's because it's not a public-facing vehicle. Oh, Saud, you're back. Sad walked into our circle, adjusting her hands and brushing past a few disgruntled birds. This is a research vehicle used by the LCE department. You've used this one before, remember? Yeah, like, we've literally seen it before. Okay. Extrapolated from the material color of the truck's cover panel, it can be determined that it's the same transportation device used for the regular checkup. Right on. Ever since you safely arrived at LCE, we've been using it to move the LCC base around. Hang on, does that mean that we were your guinea pigs? And, okay, guess what? Just say we opened the truck to transport a different team. Oi, don't ignore me! Instead of answering Heath's question, Sad walked to the truck and swung open its rear doors. Inside we saw the same mess of machines we saw back then, and... Hey, this light. The now familiar green light, Walp light in one of these? I see. Sad, has there been any further modifications to this vehicle since then? Well, I'm not certain on the details, but LC's chief research... Hohenheim. Yes, him. Are you two well acquainted? We know plenty about Hohenheim now. Not very well, but I do make an effort to remember his minor yet numerous mistakes. She sounds oddly happy. Anyways, according to the research report he gave us, the vehicle has been modified to allow for universal use across other departments of Limbus Company. LCB's bus. Mephistopheles, right? The report said something about using the back door of that bus as a reference to equip this vehicle with various functions, and... that explains why this phenomenon is taking place here. Walpurgis night. Yet, how is this possible when we sit not astride the bus's seats? It is not a theoretical impossibility. Certain major parts of the technology forming its engine have been shared with Hohenheim. It is within the realm of possibility that the engine's influence may be transferred there as well. However, the means by which it has affected this vehicle has to be studied. It seems to comprehend our absence in the subsequent separation from the bus. Could it be, mayhap, be reacting to the presence of a golden bow? At this moment, Mephistopheles is currently boarded by Virgilius, Karen, and other various members of LCCB, including Pilot. Therefore, if they have traveled far, their conjecture may be true. Or they exist to float ensures our encounter with the Walpurgis night regardless of the environment surrounding us. Perhaps, okay. Rose chalked herself, stared pensively in the distance, before turning towards us again with mild resignation. Yeah. No matter where we are, there's always a chance that Walp will always find us, what they're saying vaguely, right? Walp will always find us. Lead the way, Dante. If it has found us, then it must rightfully be observed. Aha, I knew it. It's the former L-Corp's turn. Huh? What do you mean, knew it? There's a pattern, Dante. Ah, he's going to a betting pool about whether our next Walpurgis Light's location's going to be. A betting pool? Alright, what'd I say? Pay up, you gits. You told me it was just about time the patterns changed. No way, but it was just the right time to bet against the odds. Rodion took her chances betting against the pattern, and Sinclair believed her. By the looks of it, the bet seemed to be whether this Walpurgis would take us to the library or the Lobotomy Corp headquarters. Hey, something about this place seems a bit different from the other former L-Corp hallways we saw in the past. 'Tis our sense it is well, Measure Esquire. Oh, 'tis unfamiliar, yet unfamiliar indeed. A stage for a play, almost. Seems it's gotten wider, too. It's the same long and narrow hallway, but it's slightly wider. Well, it is unknown as to how many days have passed in these headquarters. Prithee, repeat what you have said. No, this subject can be discussed later once veracity becomes clear. Dawn is the person who's known for recording which day it is on what day. 'Tis day 15, 'tis day 26, etc. So she might just know it internally. Sharing the certain circumstances of this place, find ourselves to be the Lobotomy Corp headquarters of a certain day, at its central command, to be exact. The very center of the middle layer. The ones we visited so far must have been in the upper layer. Correct. It is said that the departments of the Lobotomy Corporation headquarters were progressively unlocked with the passage of time. According to reports, when the headquarters crumbled in the fire that skyward light, it was... Indeed, it appears that with every visit, we find ourselves at a further point in time here. As soon as the current day can be pinpointed, we might even be able to experience that day. Perhaps, then... Well, that didn't take long. We're gonna take care of some ordeal or something again, aren't we? Hey, I'm not complaining. We've kind of been loafing around and doing nothing while Jazzy-chan left for that grand conference to decide the future of Daguanyuan or something. But we have so little time. Let's prepare a more intense training regimen to make up for lost time. Whichever it is. It'll be FUN. What's everyone waffling on about? Cue the Sapphira. It's an angry one this time. Yeah, what do you expect some other voice to use that commanded PA system other than Tifrats? Tifrat, the employees are confused. Please explain the situation to them. Huh? There's two of them? Yes, I'm also Tifrath. Central Command, unlike the other departments, boasts a rather significant size. It is large enough to have to be managed in two areas, A and B. It is said that this is why they have two separate Sephiroth managing this department. Yeah, it's a lot even between the both of us, but why it's up to you to be more thorough. Yeah, bring up the ordeal already. What are we destroying this time? Like I said, what are you all waffling on about? There's been an abnormality containment breach. The whole company is about to go belly up because everyone else is off trying to suppress the mess on the other side. Then the alarm that was blaring all throughout the company suddenly went quiet. Oh no. The second warning. Great, look at what you did, you bunch of slackers. Get to our headquarters now. Deal with the blue entity. The blue entity, okay. Kind of a mean name for Knight, but that's fine. I think there was going to be some generic ordeals too, right? No. Okay, so they just used the generic ordeals to show off the skills then. I see, that makes enough sense. There she is, a little over 2000 HP. We get the TIF announcers for this. Okay, you get fancy buffs. You get Central Command, skill slot +1. Yeah. I need to open this up. And when you skill 3 loses skill 1, increase the amount of burn bleed. Okay, all status effects gained by more. Instead of panicking, reset SP to 0 next turn once per encounter. Okay. Still 2 to more damage on kill, gain more E.G.O resources. Okay. And then we've got the welfare team. Model employee. Status effects. Oh, debuffs gain more, but not poise or charge. Sure. Appears at every turn start. Okay, cool. Alright, time to see how much we can use of this. What do you have going on? Less damage from debuffs. Here, the cracked coin does not activate the target's sinking effect in the consume count either. Huh. That's very convenient. So even if it lands one of the attacks, do you do percentage HP damage? No. Weird. Cold Black Tears, gain Clash Paradigm unit table while it has this effect, lose effect has 2 SP, age reduce this effect, heal 5 SP. Is Queenie gonna show up at some point then? It did show there were 3 cutscenes, so there might be like a middle match one. Okay. So we just don't let it win clashes. That's a little bit self-explanatory, I'd say. You need to get some sanity up. So do you. We immediately... Oh no, we could get the Envy Res. Do we go for it, though? That's the question. We'll look at Harpoon. Not yet. We wait on that one. Concentration should hopefully be fine. You win one of these, maybe. You don't need to win 2 clashes. Would we have Greg go for that one? Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, a little bit of scary clashes, but it's kind of expected for the start of the fight. Nice. Okay. Good stuff. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's -2 clash power thanks to that status effect. That's annoying. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about the fact one of those would be your skill 3. I forgot that she's got 2 envies because I thought they were both skill 2s. Okay, I gotta get used to... That's annoying. I'd like to get my sanity up. Okay, Okay, we won half of the clashes. That's something. Is Queenie gonna show up now? Yep. This one's kind of elaborate, huh? No gimmick has shown up yet. Her floating swords are so hard to parry. It's got such a long reach and it's so thin that I can hardly see where it's up. As it proved Sinclair's words, the Ozar have now fired another volley, thrusting swords in our direction. Just as we braced, yeah! Raise a pink light coalesced before Sinclair, materializing before someone rushed onto the scene and parried away the flying swords. Huh. Her again. Leave him right into action the moment the second warning goes off. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's what she does. Yep, she breaches on her own second warning. And as long as 10% of facility doesn't die, she'll be helpful. Huh? Sorry I'm late. Here comes Magical Girl. God, she looks so weird. Name, love, justice. Here comes Magical Girl. Is she ally? Yes. Oh no, you lost the class. Your friend's not doing so well, Queenie. What do you have for passives? You've got like an actual skill set. Melee target's Knight of Despair. Okay. Sub-targets ally with the most cold black tears. They're not speed. Zero damage against allies. Flash win. Okay, so we want to. Okay, so we. I see. We gotta lower her clash power so you can win a clash with this, right? And determine hitting within. Okay. HP to 100 minus combat stack. General bit just seems to be that'll be important when she actually pulls that out. Any new passive showed up on you yet? Nope. You didn't have any passives, did you? Oh no, you do. I just didn't hit the button. Sorry, I does not have whether I play what am I allies. Okay. So we just need to. We need you to win this clash. I guess you don't have sanity, so we don't actually need you to win it, but you probably want to. But as long as it hits, it says whether night. Okay. So we've got an alt win condition bit going on here. I don't think we needed to clash here. We could let you clash. Oh, we've got negative coin stuff now, so you actually might win a bunch of clashes. We've got reverse beats too. Might as well. We one side with that. Yeah, that's probably funny. We can photoelectric harpoon and not get any mileage out of that. No, just save it. Just save it. We also get funny debuff stacks on you. She'll spend it with her skill 3, I think, right? Please? Nice. I only want a single coin off there, but that's fine. Yeah, this will be a little bit good. She gets some sanity from winning the clash, though. Oh no, she doesn't. Because she doesn't gain sanity from a clash from the negative, right? Because of her unique sanity tab. Forgot about that. Well, there's a stagger. That's nice. Your sanity's not doing great, but that's kind of how it goes. A little unfortunate for us, because that means we don't get to win more clashes, but that's fine. Assumably, this is the turn where she's gonna summon like some like sword minion or something, I assume, and then it's gonna play out like the Runa suppression. That's my big guess. Yep. This one has the tears, doesn't it? Yeah. What are you doing here? What is that? Okay, we'll check that in a second. None of the swords in the field health steers random sword. So this one just also goes from breakable coins to more sinking. More clash power, less 6 more damage, more attack weight. Suffer the time recover stagger, gain 10 protection and 5 shield every turn. Okay. You'd want to crumble pride. Protection gains turn 3. Okay. So you come pride, you know, there's protection, becomes stagger and gains weathered night, and then we have Dawn do it. We can stagger for the time Sinner with 5 plus cold black tears, which there shouldn't be. Use the AoE attack skill. Is there? There shouldn't be, right? You've got like 2, and then you've got 2, but that's it. Yeah. You're still popping this though, so you were just pride sports too. Clash lose does a lot less damage. Gain coin power if the target has cold black tears. Okay, so we just need someone that's not Dawn or Fanglu to deal with that then. Yeah, okay, we just gotta win that. We'll take a bunch of random damage, but we should be fine. You're doing nothing? Okay. She's doing her best, right? What's your resistances like? You're neutral to everything. It's a gimmick fight. Shouldn't be surprised. Sandy's positive now. That's nice. With love, yeah. You're gonna be Pierce weak, I assume, for the bit. Actually, are you? Are you Pierce? Yeah, you're all Pierce. You're blunt. Yeah. I think is there skill 3 Pierce or something though, or is it all blunt? It's mono blunt. Okay. Should be fine then. We don't have a way to beat that, I don't think. That's really bad. Thinking a target. I'd really love to be able to win that clash. I really would. I don't think I can, though. That's not good. Yeah, because we don't have any... Okay, that's fine. We can Superbia. What if we Superbia you? Can this win the clash? It can. Is it hitting everything? It is. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's send that then. Why not, right? Live a little. You can deal with one of the filler ones. Neutrals, eh. Yeah, not really clashing super well against a lot of these guys, I will note. I would like to win some of these clashes. That would be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. You win this one? You can. Go for that instead. This is unopposed. We can't clash that one, though. Sure. That's probably fine. In the name of love and hate. Tails, that's fine. It's to be expected. It's a 30 sandy cost up front. We get to see the funny animation now, though. Second coin. Okay, we had to get heads on the second coin, so that's nice at least. Do some damage to like the swords, hopefully, and then big explosion. Yeah, it's so over the top. It's incredible. Ratioed. Oh, okay, that's fine. We'll live. Win a clash with you. Nice. Okay. I guess you don't have any sandy, so I mean it makes sense, but like that's still mean. We win in the end though, that's what matters. We get the one photo electricity. It doesn't do anything for us, but I didn't expect it to, right? Okay, that's unfortunate. Slashing, huh? How unique. We're winning clashes right now though, that's what matters. We're getting our sanity up. Nice. Okay. Yeah, things were kind of looking a little dire because we didn't have sanity in a very good position yet. Now we do, though. You're doing this again. Looks like I'll need to... Game 1, Chanting Arcana Slave. Okay. Does this mean we're supposed to... aggro next turn? Does it mean we need to steal you next turn? 3 stack. Game 1 turn start. 3 stack gain 20 speed and use Arcana Slave next turn. Okay, so it's a little bit of a timer bit, right? We gotta do enough damage to these things in time to be able to really make use of that. Sounds good. You're negative 16 sanity. Okay, Honglu's not doing anything, right? He's got a Mind Whip. He's not doing anything with that, though. Hit that guy with that. Probably... Ugh. We have some E.G.O speed use. We could solve... Or that's ADD. That's not Salt Lament, darn. Okay, we don't have any fun E.G.Os to use then. We could pop one of these randomly, though. For the bit, right? We do love the bit. Neutral there, we'll take it. Struggling, struggling. Can you win any of these? Nope. You can neutral this one. I'll take what I can get. Right now, I really do just gotta take what I can get. Sure, send that. Oh. She's doing the funny thing. Okay, so she's getting 1 ring now. I see. So once she gets all 3 rings, that's when she goes funny mode. You have 5 tiers now. That's a bit of a problem. You won that clash, though. Do you get staggered by the, coin, though? You might. No, just barely. Okay, I guess you resist Pierce, so that helps. Look at that. 4 tails on that. Isn't that awesome? Okay, Arcana Pierce deals with this one though, so that's nice to see. Cool. Because she defeated the target, she also got some back. So the other ones can't die yet, yeah. They can't die until they get the tears, makes sense. It's what you'd expect for this gimmick, right? Okay, we won most of our clashes here, that's nice. And you're just taking this? Maybe I shouldn't have had you just take this? I didn't think, she's fine. She's got a bunch of tears now, that's probably fine, right? Oh, stabbed once. Okay. Doesn't do the funny animation, but that's fine. She gets her second circle now. Now we gotta deal with this one. You're doing right. Pretty sure the most coolback tears. Yeah, I had a feeling this is gonna happen. We can reverse Arcana beats it though. What are the odds that fails? Low-ish, I'd say. Low-ish. We really need to do something about this sword though, because we need to take it down and then take the next one down, etc. I think, right? That's kind of important right now. Dominating. You're struggling. Honglu's just been struggling this entire time. I'm not shocked. Okay, try this. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. All heads. It still did like 260 damage. That's nice. Do you get staggered by this though? Yeah, I think that was Dawn getting staggered. Unfortunate. It was bound to happen at that point though. Okay, cool. Another Crumbling Pride, though. We just deal with the next sword next turn and we should be fine? Or does she gain the 10 speed? Were we a little too slow to get, like, the optimals? We might be. Because we can't kill this one this turn. Because we didn't kill the other one, like, first turn of it being active. Are we doomed from getting the one cycle? Or is it the turn after this that she uses it? It's probably turn after, right? Maybe? Nope. Oh, yeah, yes, it is. Okay. It looks very ominous right now. We got a bunch of people staggered, too. That doesn't help. But what we do here, we Nightmare Hunt you, we Mind Whip you. We just really got to make sure we win these, right? And then we'll just, like, AED this so it doesn't kill our entire family. Do we? Yes. Let's also pick Raisha for good luck. Just so I can make sure I get all these off right. Okay, send it. Why did I pick Radiation? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, whatever. Because we clashed against this with someone high speed, this means it goes through earlier, which means it might stagger someone? Was that 2 people? That might have been 2 people. Hopefully Arcana Pierce is enough? It probably is, right? These things are almost certainly Pierce weak. They're not Pierce weak, actually, huh? They're probably like Pride weak then. Gloom, Envy, Pride, or something like along those lines. Hey, you're hitting us a bunch, but we're just kind of letting that go through because, like, we beat the final sword, right? You get impaled. Now you're impaled 3 times. And now you have, whether Knight, this hits you, we win, I believe. You've got 26 speed, jeez. It's a little bit more than you need, but it really does get the point across, so, you know, it's fine. Funny animation? Oh, now that's cool. That's what we like to see, and she's been reduced to egg form. Funny looking egg. Sing the song of our hometown. Nice for them to give them enough time to finish their line before it finishes. It's a really long line too, so yeah. How nice. Yeah, gimmick fight, very similar. Somewhat, I guess, similar to Ruina 1, but not super 1-to-1, right? It kind of combines the 2 phases into one. Because normally how it works in Ruina is like first phase, only one of the swords is a blessing. You beat the one with the blessing, bring it down to 1 HP, and then you move on to second phase, and then second phase, you just gotta win the clash against all 3 of the swords in order to impale her. You have like 2 or 3 turns to do that. In this case, though, it's a little different. They kind of fuse it into one, where you gotta impale her, but you just gotta kill them one at a time. Once they got a blessing. I feel so bad, but she won't be a threat to you now. Art thou verily a veritable magical maiden? Heh, of course I am. A magical girl fighting to vanquish these evil arcana. Oh! Then this magical legendary codices does this for truth, and thy most fashionable cause too must be pursued together with magical powers. Don Quixote, calm yourself. Huh? Where are you guys going? How someone mentioned precisely snag Don Quixote's wildly flapping arms mid-motion and dragged her away from the magical room back to our group. Wherefore didst thou drag me from this consultation of great significance? I have mountains of questions to ask her. That thing is no magical girl. What is with thy conspiratorially low voice in this? Huh? 00104 risk level Bob. It is a veritable abnormality, dubbed the Queen of Hatred for recording purposes. That maiden there is an abnormality, yet she speaketh and appeareth just like a human. And to label someone whose sheer appearance exudes justice, Queen of Hatred? I believe that it has been impressed upon you many times in the past that abnormalities should not be judged by their exteriors. Indeed, they possess the sense of self they think and they feel. Perhaps by the head standard, they may meet the criteria of what is considered a human. Yeah. I mean, all the abnormalities do, right? The head cares more so about the origin of a creature than the, how it acts, right? If it was originally human, then it's fine. That's why stuff like the brains and robots is fine. Like, mermaids all come from people. Blood fiends were once people, etc., etc. Everything accepted by the city was once a person, right? However, that is an abnormality, no more, no less. We slowly turn to look at the blue-haired thing, compelled by Faust's strict tone. But it was just there humming a light tune, swinging that staff around. Oh, the lights. Couple people dead in the background. It happens. Wonderful! Looks like I managed to protect the peace once again. And when the red light turned off and the alarm stopped blaring in our ears, it popped away with the same pink swirl light she first appeared with. This is annoying. Why did that really have to be contained in our department? It couldn't be helped, Tifrith. None of the manager knows which abnormality will appear at the headquarters. Yeah, that's true. But she just gets on my nerves, you know? Like showing up the tail end of a huge mouth like a second warning, barely doing anything to help, leaving the scene like she did something. I know she completely loses it unless we baby her all the time, right? Yep. Tifrith, the mic is still on. Yeah, so, let them listen. The employees have to know that this... He turns it off anyways. Abnormality is still an abnormality at the end of the day, I guess. Her management appears to be quite the source of stress, it seems. Yep. Either spend 5 execution bullets every, cliff off level to make sure she doesn't breach, or you do the funny technique where you, like, carry it over between cliff off levels to not annoy her, which is a nuisance, or you just let her breach and deal with her. Those are your options. Yet odd here. The maiden hath assured us dearly in battle, did she not? To suggest that she is hardly of any help is preposterous. Please review this document. It is a consolidation of management records for the abnormality from the former L Corp. Fortunately, it seems that extended period of the management experience has left quite a detailed report behind. Huh. Oh. She wasn't kidding about having to baby this one, huh? They weren't born human, though. They're born of humans. The senator's expressions all started to turn rather sour the further they read along the report. I skimmed through it and looked like she's got this compulsive obsession that she always had to be on the side of justice. She grows more and more hysterical the longer a peaceful period lasts. What is her problem? Got anything to say to that, oh great scholar of fixers? Ahem, indeed, 'tis quite different from what I anticipated. As fortune should have it, we'd not encountered the mutated form of the Queen of Hatred today. However, as they also possess such a thing as psychological stability or sanity, it seems that employees assigned to have the responsibility to keep it at higher levels at all times. It cannot have been easy to put up with humoring a monster in human skin. At least humoring them is the extent of the required effort at this point. You're implying that management abnormalities entails something far more complicated than simply calibrating their sanity at a reasonable level. Yes, that is correct. It seems that this headquarters is yet to extract a larger quantity of abnormalities. A moment, if you will, to say that they extract. He sunk forward his brows and stared, noticing a strangeness in the choice of words, but where he found herself returned to the mess of machinery that was LCE's vehicle. Ah, it seems that this is where this scenario ends. Dante, as there may be further information that may be garnered from this experience, repeated visits to this Walpurgis night is also recommended. Okay, got it. Yisong approached Faust to continue his earlier question, but Faust only shook her head in response as to say that she wasn't certain, or that she couldn't tell him just yet. Extracting, eh? Very similar. To me, someone who doesn't even know what's going on with the company they're working for, all these stories from the former L Corp, and the libraries are filled with nothing but confusing mysteries. And technically, Angela was born from Carmen. They talk about that in Runa, but she wasn't. She was a digital scan of Carmen's brain. It wasn't actually Carmen. It was a copy, but like not a biological one, and that's what the Edgar is about, right? The Severod are all fine because they still had the original brains in the boxes, right? Very fittingly, it seems to be the head that counts to the head, yeah. The brain, the mind, that's what makes one human as far as they're concerned to some degree. I say that, but I mean, not exactly, but roughly along those lines. But something about it makes me feel as though everything that's happened in these two places are at once foundations and clues to what we are going through. Maybe I can even use these moments to understand the stories I've forgotten, the purpose of this company I work for. So, well, who's up for a second run? Let's, like Faust, focus on looking for those clues left behind. How wholesome. I assume there's going to be something funny that happens in the hard mode regarding Queenie, right? How many of the missions did I get done also? I'm kind of curious about if I got all of them. I don't know if I did, yeah. You need to make Queenie get a lot of hits, the Living Sword for a night revive once or more after they're summoned. Okay, so I assume that means only kill the one with the tier, don't kill the other ones? Lead the encounter with the Center Command Team Captain starting defeating 3 swords that have had helpless tiers. Okay, we have to have the captain do all that sort of stuff. A lot of antics here, that's for sure. You get the funny banner. Central Command having high potency. Center Command taking less than 8 hits. That certainly didn't happen. Welfare inflict sinking or rupture. Yeah. It seems like we did all the Rodion things. Mighty coins, silk coins a number of times. Cool. Welfare team employees are even taking less than 8 hits. Okay, yep. We did that one. It was Dawn that got beaten up to a pulp. No ally deaths. Lot of things to do here, that's for sure. Without anyone reaching 20 of them. Jeez. That's a lot. Okay, so those ones might take a bit of effort. I assume hard's going to be similar, but there's going to be probably more stuff. Okay. I do think I'll leave hard for another time, though. I'll get through all my rewards, claim all my antics, that's for sure. 250k concurrent players celebratory gift appreciation. Temple ticket. How nice. Let's send it, right? I'm gonna do dailies to get to the point of ideality something. Do we get anything funny with it? No. I should have saved it. Whatever. I've got, like... I mean, this is, like, what, like 150 pulls or so, I think, right? Probably more than that. I've got a good amount of lunacy anyways. Yeah, definitely couldn't get a good sense of the full extent of these units. They're definitely funny. I'll try and run them in Mirror Dungeon Hard or something probably sometime this week in order to get a better sense of it. Probably not until, like, Monday or something at the earliest because I'm going to be a little busy, but yeah, I do think I'm going to end the stream there. Gambling has been pretty successful, I'd say. It went well. It took 170 pulls to get Rodion. Got the other things in like 50, 60 pulls. I think 60 pulls, right? That sounds about right. But yeah, that will be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.